The torch got to start somewhere, and it's starting to my right in Mr. Ruppert Jones. This was the original Mariner. When they had an expansion draft, Ruppert was the pick from the Kansas City Royals. And on top of that, he became the first All-Star. What a guy. And then to Ruppert's right, my brother from another mother, Jay Buhner. Look, we're playing the Yankees in New York, and Jay is not breaking through with the Yankees. And they make a trade for Jay Buhner. And I'm telling you, the word was he's like Mickey Mantle. He would hit balls to the moon, stuff like that. He came to Seattle, and the rest is history. What a big fixture of this organization. So we're sitting here with two pillars of the Mariners' history in Ruppert Jones and Jay Buhner. So, Greg, take it from there.
Ruppert, I want to start with you, man. When you come here and you're one of the 50 greatest Mariners, but you're kind of like the first one, what kind of an honor and legacy is that for you?
It just shows how old I am. That's all
You
that
can
is.
play, man. You can play.
You know, I'm very honored to be here. I guess being recognized in any manner, and people love you and they like you and they appreciate you, it means a lot to you. You know, I got a few moments left before my day's over, so this is one of them.
That's wonderful. And Jay, I've been saying this to everybody. After interviewing and watching how everyone loves Harold and Harold loves them, you guys have a unique brotherhood in this organization, do you not?
Absolutely. They passed the torch down to me. This guy kept me out of a lot of trouble. I was reckless abandon, man, and him and Val and AD pulled me aside and kind of taught me the unwritten rules of the game. So, yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, and he is definitely a very dear friend.
I remember talking about the fiery Jay Buhner. He had 10 home runs in spring training. One year?
And yeah, I led the team in home runs and RBIs, yeah.
He went off, and all of a sudden, they call him in and tell him he's getting sent down to AAA.
On April 1st. April Fool's. I thought it was an April Fool's joke.
He thought it was an April Fool's joke.
Was it?
It
No.
wasn't. And
My
I'm gonna tell
favorite
you
guy,
what,
Jim Lefevre.
we had to pull Jay off of the manager. He was ready to kill Jim Lefevre because it was unbelievable. He was the best player in the spring. Him and Junior were just mashing. And
no, that's a true story. I flipped the desk on him. He was pinned behind the desk. They had to come. They had really.
And we came running in there. We're like, "Whoa, Jay!" He was all fired up.
Oh yeah,
it was amazing.
Oh, yeah. So I had to go to good old where were we? Calgary in AAA, and. Yeah, I had a nice picture of him above my locker, so every day when I walked in, I saw that, and that fired me up for the game. So
it's amazing. Ruppert, can you describe the fans of Seattle in the 70s when this was a brand new team?
I tell you what, they were always boisterous, you know, and they come to the game and they really appreciate the way I played because I played with a somewhat reckless abandon, and I worked hard, I hustled and everything else, so they really appreciate that.
What was? I'm sorry. What was the Kingdome like back then when you? Because there wasn't a dome.
No, there wasn't a dome, but they needed a dome. The dome was fantastic, man.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was my favorite ballpark. I wish I could have played my whole career in it.
Did you like the dome, Jay?
it was 74 wind blowing out, man. It was awesome. Now ask that to my knees and my back and my back right now, and all the permanent scars I got all over the place. But it was loud, man. You guys know. You go back to the '95 during the playoffs, and it was. I mean, that 10th man, that place when they showed up and we were winning, it was a great place to play.
You both could hit. Jay, you made an adjustment. I saw you play more than I did Ruppert, where you opened your stance up, stood more upright. That changed your whole career. How'd that come about?
You know, I was just tinkering around in BP and was trying a few things, and I just felt comfortable with the straight softball beer league stance. The biggest thing was I was so right-eye dominant, I was losing the slider, so I knew I had to basically open up. And by me opening up and turning my head a little bit, I was able to see that slider with both eyes. I was closed off from before. And you guys know in this game, if you don't make an adjustment and make it on the fly, the game goes on with or without you. So
I got a question. How did you know you was right-eye dominant?
I mean, we had Dr. Nikayatani, a team eye guy here, and he basically made a suggestion. You might want to figure out a way to turn your head a little bit and so you can pick it up a little bit better with your right eye.
What year was that?
God, it was like 90. It was early 90. I think it was 90. Yeah.
It wasn't very long after he came from New York.
No, I was more bent over, down, and stuff like that when I came over.
You know, these guys nowadays, they work on their swings and they think their swings are off. And I'm saying you're missing the ball by that much, man. If you're missing the ball by that much, you're not seeing it. And if you can't see it, I don't care what kind of swing you got.
He clearly started to see it because he became a star. In 1994, my favorite Jay Buhner story ever. Do you guys remember when you could shave your head and get into a game for free if you shaved your head like Jay Buhner? Hey, dude, this video is unbelievable. I mean, people came in droves. You get a free ticket. And then guess who won the game? Who scored the winning run that night?
Had to be Jay.
Of course Jay Buhner scored the winning run. On a walk-off walk. Ball 4, Jay Buhner on shave your head like Jay Buhner night. Comes across the score. So look, as you guys can tell, I really do value my hair. But you're 3 handsome guys with no hair. Should I shave my head?
Some people shouldn't, and no, you better not. No. If you were shaved right now, sitting out here as hot as it is, you'd be in trouble right now. You guys are already in a flop sweat.
I got sweat rolling in my eyes.
No, don't do it.
Jay?
Some of the people that showed up, especially the women. We had over 70-something women getting their head buzzed. I mean, that's when I knew this is crazy. I mean,
and how many years did that go on? Like for 10 years or so?
For 10 years, and then we wrapped it in with Locks for Love for cancer and making wigs and everything, and it just took a mind of its own. When Kevin Martinez, the head of the PR at the time, came to me with that, I thought it was a joke. And then we were coming back, you know, the homestand before, and he goes, "Hey, just a reminder, we're going to do the Buhner Buzz." I went, good one. And I thought he was kidding, and sure enough, he walked me out there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is craziness. I mean,
women were shaving their head. That's amazing.
78-year-old woman. I was like,
you know what?
Oh my God.
Maybe it's time to try it. Anyway, fellas, awesome to hang out with both of you. Enjoy this weekend, and we appreciate your time, okay?